And that's it. We live.
Sweet.
Here we are. Look at Shiloh, made it just in time.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Doing good, man.
Thanks
How was
for the
everybody's
invite.
Christmas?
Shiloh.
I was going to ask you guys if you got anything for Christmas, but I already know it's probably lumps of coal because, we're always talking shit. So,
Oh, no, man. Santa likes the shit I talk.
I'm almost positive which list I'm on.
Always looking like a damn looking like a hip hop mogul over there with the chain and the Under Armour shirts
Looking
and
like-
shit.
Tommy Mottola over there.
I'm jealous. And I'm sure Eric is too.
Yeah, this is
He's got the good office chair.
So, so everybody had a good Christmas, I guess.
Oh yeah.
We already
Oh,
said
yeah.
that, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I was able to come down and visit friends, family, and yeah, Christmas was good.
Right on. Yeah, man. My kids got spoiled. We gave them phones. We bought 3 iPhones.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mostly just so we can make them do chores and take away their phones until they start acting right.
Right
Just a
on.
little bargaining chip.
It's a bargaining chip, exactly.
Yeah, so,
I like that. It's a gift that gives back.
yeah, exactly.
I didn't buy this because I want to know where you're at or where I care what you're doing. I want to buy it so I can torture you with it when you don't do what I want you to do.
Yeah, I can use it to get my way with you.
Hey, if you guys have already had Christmas, I'll take notes because we hadn't had ours yet. We're going to do ours on the 30th.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
What else? Beat them.
Get it with a sack of oranges because it doesn't leave a bruise.
I'm really big into beating my kids,
My goodness.
We're not even like 2 minutes into the podcast and we've already derailed. We're talking about beating kids now.
It went dead silent after the fucking. Yeah, I like to beat my kids.
That's what I came here for. I can't even beat him. I can't beat my son no more. He's too big. Doesn't hurt him. It hurts my shoulder more than it hurts him.
Right.
Now he can fight back. So I'm like, kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Right. He just stands there.
Now I'm just gonna take away
like,
his cell
looking
phone.
tough.
He's like, I can't beat him. He's like, I can't beat him physically, so I'm gonna do it financially.
Exactly.
You want to talk shit?
So,
well, good luck talking on that cell phone that I got you.
Exactly. The last few days we've been letting them just like play on their phone all day.
Let them get attached to that shit.
Get them real attached to it. Oh yeah.
Then he pulled the rug out from under them.
And tonight we told them we need their bathroom clean and their room's got to be cleaned up. When they wake up, they're not going to have phones if they don't do it.
Go into the app and just turn off their Wi-Fi and shit like that. And they're like, "Why you do the Wi-Fi, Dad? Why?"
Yep. We finally got good Wi-Fi at the house too.
And kids are smart nowadays, dude. They got a burner phone. They always end up with like a.
They better not, dude.
You take their phone, they'll go to school and there's like a community phone or 3 going around from people that's grounded from their phones, and then kids are using them, and all they have to do is use the Wi-Fi at the school.
How do you know that? Is that true?
My daughter gave me so much trouble, man. Dude, I'm gonna tell you, if you want your children to hate you, give them a phone and then take it away.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, she taught me a lot now that she's older, of course. But yeah, she's like, oh yeah, we had burner phones and everybody like swap them around and stuff like that. I was like, dang,
that's crazy.
Kids are mischievous. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine being a kid nowadays, bro. Because I was so naughty, bro. I would absolutely be in trouble all the time.
Oh, you were naughty.
Yeah, I know.
It was naughty.
Well, you're being a naughty boy.
I hear me and my friends talk about that shit all the time. We're like, could you imagine growing up today with all this technology? I'd be like, man, I'd be so in trouble.
Dude, oh my goodness. Yeah. The amount
I used to daydream about technology that we have today. Like when I was a horny kid in junior high, like just sitting at the desk, I didn't just be staring at this girl trying to x-ray through her fucking clothes. I used to think,
I wonder if she wears cotton panties.
I was like, man, what if they had a website, or what if they had some kind of business where girls could just do naked pictures and you could just subscribe to it? And like, here we are with OnlyFans.
Here we are. You know what's funny? I remember when I was a kid. It's funny that you're talking about like the future and all that shit when we were kids. I remember, dude. I remember when I was a kid. I remember thinking there'll be flying cars by the year 2000.
Yeah.
Here we are in 2023, and we got I guess sort of self-driving Teslas. So we're kind
No,
of
man, all the stuff we have sucks. There's no flying cars. There's no
flying cars.
jetpacks.
Dude. We're supposed to have
Blade
all
Runner
that cool.
fucking lied to us.
Dude.
Yeah, Blade
I remember
Runner.
thinking hardcore. Yeah,
right,
like,
right? Because like
2000's
we're in
gonna
Blade
be
Runner
awesome.
time right now.
Fuck no.
Like
I don't think I've ever
we
seen
should be in
Blade
flying
Runner.
cars right now. We should have synthetic robots that look just like us. And Edward James Olmos should be speaking like Japanese or something, and he don't. So I'm totally disappointed by Blade Runner right now.
Wait, did you just see that they released a Tesla as being a robot?
No.
What? Are you kidding me?
They just released it like the first AI robot or some shit.
Yeah, dude. There was an article like yesterday and today.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up.
The Tesla trucks and stuff behind it, and a robot that can do simple tasks.
So is it gonna catch fire too if we leave it plugged in too long? Because that would really suck.
Yeah, it's not. What is it? The R2D2. You know, he has a little cart. It like rolls around like a skateboard
with cocktails and shit on it.
Whoa! Check this out.
Some cheese, maybe.
Is this right?
Yeah, bro.
Hold on, let me share this. I got to share this screen with you. Hold on.
It out?
This is crazy. Share the screen.
Weird that we were just talking about.
Hang on just a second.
Awkward silence.
Look at
this.
this.
Fuck, the anticipation's killing me.
A Tesla factory robot reportedly attacked a worker and left them bleeding. This could become a new reality in the increasingly automated workplace.
What?
It attacked somebody?
That's the beginning of the Clone Wars and shit. That's Terminator starting right there.
That's where Skynet's starting.
It started off as a Tesla company. Skynet brought to you by Tesla and Elon Musk.
Brought to you by Elon Musk.
He's got a cowboy hat on. That's hilarious.
Elon Musk is a shapeshifter, dude. I'm convinced.
What do you think he's shapeshifting from or to?
I don't fucking know, dude. But I don't think that dude's 100% human.
I think he's probably what was that guy's name? Stephen Hawking's in the wheelchair. He's like, you know, he's like trapped in his own body. I think he probably figured out how to make like a robot body, and now he's just living in.
So Stephen Hawking's is Elon Musk?
Yeah, he's Elon Musk.
Is the what is it? The Avatar is Stephen Hawking's Avatar.
Or do you remember the old the Crypt Keeper series, and the one that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in, where they paid that young guy, like the rich guy was paying him like big money to take parts away from him little bit by little bit, and like eventually he took over his whole body. The guy was like super rich, but switched bodies with him.
I don't remember that.
What movie was that?
It was like the Crypt Keeper. It was one of the series on the Crypt Keeper back in the day.
I didn't watch that. I was too scared.
Tales from the Crypt, you mean? Right?
Tales from the Crypt. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was an old Tales from the Crypt series, and it was like this rich dude was like he's like told this young guy, he's like, look, if you come here and you let me like take your legs, I'll give you like hundreds of thousands of dollars, like all this money, right? And so like he's like, okay, that's cool. He goes, you know, he'll replace him with his legs or something like that. So little bit by little bit, he buys parts of this guy, and then by the end of the thing, he basically changed the whole body. And the guy's super rich, but he's super old, and the other guy is young and everything, got his body and everything like that. And then the guy dies, and he takes the money back. It's fucking hilarious. So what if like Stephen Hawking doing that? What if he like just got a body and just put his brain in it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Speaking of movies, what's your favorite like military type movie?
Ooh, man, that's a good one. I like We Were Soldiers because Sam Elliott. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but Sam Elliott's character, dude, I knew it was Sergeant just like him, dude.
I don't think I ever watched that one.
There's a Sam Elliott plays a first sergeant, if I remember correctly, plays a first sergeant or sergeant major, some shit in the movie. And there's two scenes, dude, where this private's they're walking past each other, and he wants to say hi to him, and he says, "Good morning, Sergeant Major." I said it was Sergeant Major. He said, "Good morning, Sergeant Major." And Sam Elliott, without breaking the beat, he's like, "Yeah, what's so fucking good about it?" You know, he just keeps going, right?
Yeah.
And then throughout the whole movie, all this other stuff happens, and then later on, there's another scene where they're back on post and they're walking towards each other again. This guy, like, this time, the kid decides he's going to try and something approach him differently, right? So he's like, "Oh, beautiful weather we're having today, huh, Sergeant Major?" He's like, "What are you, the fucking weatherman?" And just keeps fucking going, dude. And I'm like, dude, I know somebody in the military. I'm sure we all knew somebody like that, dude.
He's
And
just trying to
so-
have a moment with the sergeant major.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, "I don't have time for this bullshit." You know what I mean? It's great. I knew a guy named Sergeant Garati. He reminds me so much of him, dude. It's hilarious.
I gotta watch that. I love that type of character because a friend of mine from the Marines. Anytime, we speak from time to time, mostly through Instagram lately, and that's the way we talk to each other, like that asshole in the Marines. Like, for example, let me see. I'm trying to pull this up. A couple of days ago, he sent me. Oh, come on, where is it? Merry Christmas, Eric, or Merry Christmas, Knowles. That is all, as you were. I hope the family is doing well. Also, good evening. So I just answered, "That's fine." Yeah, that's fine.
Short and sweet,
What else?
to the point. Yeah, exactly. Zero fat. You know.
Right. Like to use words like
Well,
behoove.
But all the bullshit gets straight to the point.
It
If
would
only life was
behoove you.
always like that, right?
It would
Yeah.
behoove you.
It's
to
always
friggin'
behoove you.
doggone get your shit squared away.
You know
Good
what
to
I
go?
miss? You know what I miss? I miss the insults that only military personnel would get. You know what I mean? Like formation, and like morning formation. Everybody shows up and somebody's uniform looks like total dog shit, and like, "Damn, dude, what'd you get hit with, an M9 wrinkle grenade?" Simple shit like that, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's the kind of shit I miss.
The
Everybody just
wrinkle
ragging
grenade.
on
Yeah.
each other. Yeah. But it was a sign. It was a sign of affection.
For
Yeah,
me,
of
it was
course.
always like, "Knowles, you smell like a brewery." And I was like, "Yep."
Well, there'd be some folks like showing up straight to formation coming from the bar. It's almost like the taxi just dropping them off and they're in uniform. And you're like, "Dude, how did that even happen?" Because Germany, I think I told you guys last time, it was like the bars don't close,
Yeah.
Dude would literally like come home straight from the bar, take a shower, get in PTs, and come down there. And I remember one day, this one kid, he was such a stud. He did that. He literally came straight from the bar, went in, took a shower, put on his PTs, and then we went and did a PT test, and he maxed it. He maxed it. I was like,
Yeah,
how did you do that? And then
He
was
was he was relaxed.
like, "Weird." I mean, how did you? I'm like, geez, man, I'm putting my heart and soul into it,
I knew.
Dude, that's why we win wars, because we got dudes like that.
Like, for real.
That can
Right,
show
then
up
get
in
drunk
any
and just go
condition.
fight like fuck it.
Yep.
You know what's funny thing is like the one thing I do miss the most about the military is fucking PT, which is crazy because like I'm not obviously in shape for it, but that's the one thing I miss.
Looking at you couldn't tell you miss PT, motherfucker.
I did well not now. I miss it all the time, but that's the one thing I missed is
Ooh.
PT.
Those
Oh,
are-
the Covenant
oh.
Hacksaw Ridge.
The Covenant. I recently saw that, dude. That movie's so good.
Well, who's
So
in that?
good. Jake
Albert.
Jake Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal or it's our Guy Ritchie movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that movie was dope as fuck.
Yeah. My favorite military movie is Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, it was the most real.
It was the
Yeah.
most
Got
real.
a warning to everybody when Tropical Thunder came out. There's like, so there's trigger alerts, and I'm like, dude, seriously? And no kids, man. It was like there were some people like, man, fuck that movie, like, coming out and breaking it and stuff. I was like, all right.
Really?
We were in Iraq when that came out.
I
That
like
movie-
Tropic Thunder. I can relate to Jack Black's character.
Yeah, I love that. I bet you do. Fucking sucking dick for fucking.
Oh, damn.
Sucking the gravy.
Hell yeah. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait a
What did he say?
minute.
What did he say? He said, "Put it in there." What did he say? He goes, when they got him tied up to the tree, remember? And he's like, "Untie me. I'll suck your dick. Swallow the gravy. Juggle the balls and swallow the gravy."
That was such a funny scene because he's like, "Tie me to this tree. No matter what I say, do not let me go." Like as soon as they get the lock clicks, like click. All right, let me go. Let me go. I'm not kidding. Let me go.
Or
Dude,
Robert Downey Jr.'s character, because like that's the only guy I knew that can get away with doing blackface like that. Because he was literally like a white man pretending to be a black man, pretending to be a black man in the movie.
That was very interesting the way they did that. Like, I think they only got away with it is because they did it so well. Like, it looked
Yeah,
legit.
Yeah, they did it really, really well. And
There's no
he
way.
played the character awesome.
There's no. It's funny because he doesn't break character till he gets to the DVD commentary. Is what he fucking says.
I think that's why blackface was always so frowned upon, was because it was like they were not even trying. Like, they would just put black ashes on their face.
It was like caricature.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, it was
real
so
fucking-
disrespectful because
Yeah,
they're like, we're
exactly.
not even gonna try.
Yeah,
Like, black people are this shade of black. And it's like, nah.
Well, it's just like brown face, right? Like, you know, because apparently like there's been people like, for example, you remember the movie Short Circuit?
yeah.
I didn't realize that the Indian guy, the scientist, wasn't even Indian.
Oh, really?
He's a white dude. He's the same dude from the movie from Hackers.
Man, don't is it?
Yeah, it's a dude, the dude from Hackers, the one that's the security guy and everything like that. He's the guy who plays the Indian dude in fucking Short Circuit. And the whole time I thought he was really Indian.
Well, they
No,
have to use a white actor to play Indian dudes because a real Indian guy, you can't understand what the fuck he's saying like the whole time. The whole movie will be all,
We're getting canceled. You can't say that, Eric.
why?
You can say, hey, they
It's a
can put
beautiful
subtitles.
language.
I don't want to hear it. They can put subtitles on that shit, bro. It's 2023. We ain't got flying cars, but we got subtitles.
Dude, one time I left my debit card at a gas station, and so I had been to a few gas stations that day, so I wasn't sure which. So I was calling around. I called this one, and he answers the phone. Welcome to the gas station, you know. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, hey, did I leave my debit card there? And he's like, I don't know what the hell he was saying, but it was like, I'm like, dude, I didn't ask what did the fox say. I said, where is my fucking debit card, bro? That's how he sounded.
It's fucking funny.
He was probably trying to find out what kind of car you're driving. Was it the car that went or was it the one that went
Maybe that's what it was. Like, no, bro, I'm in the. Shiloh's just staying quiet. He's like, I'm out.
Yeah,
of
he's
this.
like, I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not fucking with this one.
I actually get paid to speak in public. I'm not going to agree or.
You're just gonna ruin it.
Bro, I'll tell you, man.
I can't even see his eyes, but I know they're closing right now.
Locking the tight, bro.
I don't know, man.
Woo.
So how about that weather,
I'm trying
man?
to keep up with the captions too. I'm watching the captions, you know, because I'm so damn deaf. And it's like I know that Mike and Eric both they give me a hard time because there's sometimes they'll be telling me a joke and I'm like, and then they're like, and that's it, you know, and I'm like, oh my bad, I missed the punchline because I'm so deaf, man. I'm missing it, and they're like, you want to hear it again? And I'm like, nah, I think the moment's over, bro.
It's past.
I think Lou Diamond Phillips is actually Filipino.
Is
If I
he?
remember correctly. I don't think he's 100% Native American. I think he's part Filipino.
Really?
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lude.
I don't know,
Diamond.
bro.
I thought he was Hispanic.
Amy, pull that up. Anybody get that?
Filipino American.
Filipino American. Sure
Ethnicity.
enough.
I told y'all. Shit.
Oh,
Why
damn,
do you
he
think
is a
he's
good
in that?
actor.
He's in that Joe Coy movie, where he's trying to get Pacquiao's fucking glove.
Manny Pacquiao.
Oh man, he
Yeah.
should play Pacquiao in a movie. That'd be cool. He's too old now, though, huh?
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I don't
He's
know.
Filipino
Yeah.
American, but he's played a fucking Cholo and Stand and Deliver. He fucking played
Yeah.
Richie
Chavez
Valens.
and the
Richie
Young
Valens.
Gun. He played more
Yeah.
Mexicans than Mexicans have.
He played Richie Valens. He was freaking Richie Valens, dude. La Bamba.
He was
Who
Richie
is a
Valens, La
famous-
Bamba.
Who's a famous Mexican American actor?
James Edward Olmos. No.
Yeah, okay. The dude that plays Machete. Is he
Oh,
Mexican?
damn, what the fuck is his name? Danny Trejo.
Yeah,
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo, yeah. You know, so I was watching a documentary one time about Danny Trejo, and he said like his character or his niche is so specific. Like whenever they do casting, it literally has notes in there, a Danny Trejo type character. You know, so he
I've
actually
heard that,
he
yeah.
actually went and casted or he auditioned for a role where it said Danny Trejo character and didn't get the fucking role. He's like, I'm fucking Danny Trejo. How do I not get the role?
Dude, I'd be pissed.
They're like, sir, we want a Danny Trejo character. We don't want the Danny Trejo, sir.
We want the Danny Trejo character, but in a younger body. That's what we're saying.
Well,
We
Danny
want
Trejo,
the personality, but with a different face.
Yeah.
I met Danny at a thing in LA. We were doing it was like a documentary on. Well, I don't know if it was a documentary. It was more like a public service announcement on addiction. And anyway, of course, I talked to it from the prescription side of it. Because I became naturally addicted to my medications. And dude, I'm gonna tell you, I fought like hell to get off of them, especially when I realized that I was addicted to them. And Danny shared his experiences also through that special that we had done. And he was so kind, man. We hit it off and just kind of bullshit for a minute. I don't know that he would remember, but I remember it like it was yesterday because he's Danny Trejo, you know.
Danny Trejo. Hey, dude,
yeah.
I hear from everybody, dude, that he's a really, really cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever hear that story about how he saved Edward James Olmos?
I don't
How he
think so.
saved his life? Yeah.
No.
So when he made American Me, he did such a he did a lot of bad stuff in that movie that frowned upon. Where Danny Trejo says at one point they put a hit on him, and he had to go talk to the big dogs and say, "Hey, look, this is the deal." He didn't know any better. Like he saved his ass because they were going to kill him.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think I saw
He
the
did a
same
whole
thing.
he did a whole story. He talked about that. I was like, dude, that's fucking nuts. Because he was in that life back in the day, like before
Yeah.
he got found, and
Yeah.
he was in that life. That was what he was into. So like they knew him. So when that movie was made, they're like, hey, he's crossing the line. He's like, apparently they had the big problem with that scene where he gets raped in prison. Like that shit's not cool. You're not depicting that like that.
Oh, that's the part they had the most issue with.
Well, there was that and some other parts too, but I mean, apparently, like they just didn't like the way he portrayed it. Like it wasn't
They were
accurate.
like,
He took
nah,
too much liberty.
fool. We would have
Yeah, he
been the
took too much
raper,
liberty
not
with
the
it,
rapee.
And we got to go back to Lou Diamond Phillips, man, because we missed a very big point with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Okay.
Hey, man, it's like a ritual for me. About at least every couple of years, every 2 or 3 years, I got to watch Young Guns.
Hell yeah.
Man, that's one of my best. That was like one of the best movies, man.
Same.
Hell yeah, Emilio. They had like an all-star cast, man.
And it's one of the few movies where the sequel was just as good as the first.
No shit.
Right?
Yeah, man, it really was. It was so damn good.
I have zero. You're not gonna. I'm 45 years old, dude. I've never seen them.
Oh, dude, you're missing out, dude.
You're missing out.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
There are so many memorable lines from like Young Guns, like like the regulators round them up, and then did you see the size of that chicken?
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious.
Shooter.
We regulators. We regulate any stealing. Whatever he says. That whole thing.
Yeah.
Got to be quick with the iron or whatever the hell he says.
Got to be handy when you steal.
Even Nate Dogg and Warren G put it in a song.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I remember that.
Hell yeah.
That I remember. I didn't know
that was a good movie, man. That was one of the movies I think that Charlie Sheen played the best in. I mean, you got both brothers in that movie. You got Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
No, man. Charlie Sheen's best work is the Hot Shots franchise.
Thank you.
Think so? Okay. No.
I love that shit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't see much of that genre anymore. What do you would call that slapstick, wouldn't you? Like
the Naked Gun movies and all those.
Naked Gun.
The Naked Gun movies were fucking phenomenal.
Airplane,
Gun, Hot Shots. There were a few other like spoof movies like that, but I loved that old man Leslie Nielsen.
He was hilarious.
That's the kind of humor. That's the kind of humor that shaped me.
Same. Like as a child, that was my favorite. I love
Benny Hill. Benny Hill. Anybody else watch Benny Hill? I was a Benny Hill.
Benny Hill with my dad. That shit. He was like the American or the British version of that Mexican channel where they have the half naked women going around and it's all funny and comedy. He was the British version of that. I thought that was so cool.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing about Benny Hill. So it like Mike was saying that he'd have girls walking around in like 90s and lingerie and stuff like that, right? And so my mom would be like, "Oh, the kids don't need to watch that. The kids don't need to watch that." So my dad would wait till my mom fell asleep and then come in there and be like, "Hey, mom's awake. You want to watch Benny Hill?" Shit, yeah, we want to watch Benny Hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
all the boys are naughty at night.
Yeah. So that was cool, and that's my type of humor, dude. That kind of just overly ridiculous, just like slapstick ridiculous. Like, dude, really cheesy. That's the kind of stuff that shaped me, my sense of humor.
No,
Airplane, Naked Gun, all that.
I think Jack Black does a lot of that slapstick, silly ass, dumb kind of humor.
He's Jack, dude. He's funny in Nacho Libre for some reason. I absolutely fucking love him in that movie.
Oh my god.
Nacho Libre.
Yeah. Not that I don't like him, period. You know, like I'm a fan of his, but dude, in that movie, it's just so many lines, dude. It's so hilarious.
Here, I got a little random Benny Hill clip for us here.
Okay, here we go.
Let's see here.
Yeah, that song was like you knew when that song came
You
on.
knew when
that
that
something
came
was
on,
going
dude.
down.
Benny Hill, bro.
I don't know what this is. It's just some random thing. What in the hell? Why is the... All right. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was either. It was Benny Hill.
It's like the waiter kept smacking him or something. I guess you had to be there.
You know that slapstick stuff though. I think Jim Carrey. That's really what made his career. You know, him being like overly acting and overly funny, and people fell into
The In Living Color stuff, man.
Oh God!
He had so many great characters in Living Color.
So much gold in there. Remember when he played
was it
Vanilla
Fire Marshal
Ice?
Bill?
Yeah, Fire Marshal Bill. He did Vanilla Ice. He did that lady, like that. You would have called her a
gym lady?
that transgender workout lady. Ready?
I just
Okay.
don't love you. That shit was fucking funny. He had a lot of good, huh?
Nothing. What is that noise? Is that me?
I have no idea. We lost Adrian.
No, I still see him. Adrian, you're on, right? Okay, he's
on now.
He's gonna come back.
That was his bill. His internet ran out. That was his timer for his internet. Time's up. You're out of gigabytes.
Yeah,
See you next week.
He's got to go buy another prepaid card.
Yeah, he's gonna go re-extend his gigabytes now.
Let's see.
Shit.
All right.
So what do we got going on? What's going on? I know you have some topics for us today, right?
I had a few topics. Who is that?
Ain't me.
I don't think it's.
Oh, we talked about. Oh damn, what was it? Borscht Bosses.
Oh yeah.
Stories.
I'll just.
That was one of them.
Do you have a? Yeah. I wanted to talk about the worst bosses we've ever had, or maybe the worst job you had as a teenager.
I guess so. I can tell you one real quick, and it's like it's not really like a bad boss. Well, there was. Don't get me wrong. I've had bad bosses and good bosses, but there was this one girl that I was working for. We were working in a department store, and anyway, oh my god, dude, she was so fine. And anyway, there was like a lot of sexual tension between them. And I remember one day they'd moved me up to another manager, and we were peers at the time. And anyway, we'd already been kind of flirting and everything. And we almost got into a yelling match one day over something silly. And it was almost like a couple thing. And it was like both of us were like, you know what, that wasn't cool. And I ended up like transferring to another department because I could see that it was not going to work between us. And I think she was in a relationship, I was in a relationship, but it was like we were like always drawn to each other. And it's like we'd get all flirty, and then we'd be like, you know what, I don't even like you. Leave me alone. Quit talking to me. And it made it like really awkward. So we stopped.
So like there was so much sexual tension that you ended up just getting in an argument with her?
All the time, man. It's like I said, like we were a couple. It would go back and forth, and it was just really weird. It was really awkward, and that's why I say I believe it was the sexual tension because It was like 1 minute we're getting along, and it's almost like we could go home together, and then we're like, no, we got somebody in our life, and we'd like back off real quick,
Well,
And
Shiloh,
you didn't want to be like a statistic.
it's funny you should tell that story because we actually have her in the studio here. I'm going to bring her on so you can talk to her. Not really.
Oh, the very last time I fell in love with one of my coworkers, I married her. Oh Lord.
Oh, yeah. That's bad news. Let's see. I'm trying to think of. I had a bunch of different jobs before the Marine Corps. I didn't really hate many of them. I didn't hate any of them. I used to scam out at this one job. I took a temp job at a warehouse. So I was like driving this little forklift thing and picking up back, it was so simple. I was like 18 or 19 at the time. But, they would give us this ticket and it would tell us go to, row 18 and it would tell you where the thing is. And it was fun. And I would be like, all right. And I would like zip over there and get it and zip over there and get it. And then like after my first week, they were saying like they had a meeting and they were like, okay, Eric, this new kid, Eric, is at 98 orders per hour. And, second place, this lady who's been here for 10 years, she gets 32 an hour. Like I was doing way better than anybody else. And I was going to take a nap in the bathroom for like an hour every day. And I was still out doing. I was like, you guys are idiots. Like this is the stupidest, easiest job. I got bored with it and left pretty quick.
Wait. Are they idiots though? They did like a third of your work and still got the same pay.
Right. So they're not idiots, but management is for not noticing, for not like seeing the potential of what a real team could do.
I like the way he's like, so yeah, so they were the management was.
That's funny.
Well, yeah.
I
don't know.
I had a job.
Go ahead.
When I was working construction with this one company. I remember I had this one foreman that did not like me. He was cool with me for like the first 2 weeks. We were cool. Like, man, you do a good job. You working great and everything. But the moment he found out I didn't speak Spanish, that was it. He like one day he was talking to me in Spanish. Like, I don't understand you, bro. I don't speak Spanish. What? You don't speak Spanish? Well, your mama, your daddy, they Mexican. Like, yeah, they're Mexican, but we don't really speak Spanish. I mean, oh no, but you don't speak no Spanish. I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't speak Spanish.
And it was
What the
over.
fuck? Why you don't? I was like, dude, I had to spend like 3 hours explaining to him why I didn't speak Spanish because like I just never learned. And it's fucked up because he filled out a safety report, and on there he was trying to write like everyone needs to go back to the house the same way, but he spelled house HOWS. I'm like, this bitch can't spell house, but he's getting mad at me because I can't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I was kind of pissed off about that. He was like a dick to me the whole time. After that, he was an asshole to me. Eventually,
I
they
bet he
moved me
could
to
spell
another crew.
casa.
Huh?
I bet he can
Because
spell
yeah,
casa.
exactly. He's like house has too many letters. Casa's only 4. House HOWS. That's good. But yeah, so that was like he didn't like me at all. Like we ended up getting into an argument there at work, and it got kind of ugly for a minute because he was like, he was being a dick about everything. Anytime I did anything, he was all like, "Oh, you need to do this right, or you need to do that." I was like, "Wait a minute, 2 weeks ago, dude, I was one of your best fitters. Now all of a sudden, because I can't speak Spanish, I'm the worst guy you have. You're just on my ass all the time."
Pinche
So
Mike.
probably
Sin vergüenza, vato. Sin vergüenza.
yeah, exactly. See what he just said. So eventually, I just got tired of it one day. We got to back to the job site, and I was like, "Dude, you want to talk shit? Let's talk shit. Let's throw down right here." Oh no, you just go to lunch. I was like, "No, fuck that. You want to talk shit in the car? Let's talk shit right here where we're face to face." He walked off and left me. The next day, I know they put me on a crew of a white guy, and I had a great job after that. They love me. White people love me.
Well, yeah, man. You speak our language. We like you.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you're good. You
Adrian, you're Mexican, right?
I don't know. Apparently,
questionable.
according to my 23andMe that I just showed Mike earlier today, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Really?
He's 50% European.
50% European Portuguese.
Yeah.
37.
I could have told you that.
37% Native American.
Yeah, you're a winner.
Or what? Indigenous American.
Indigenous. That means you could be like You could be like, whatever.
Incan.
I just want to know if I can have like opium fucking ceremonies and shit. That's all I want to know. I just
Opium? You
Yeah,
can get away with
you know,
ayahuasca
that too. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's from my religion or whatever.
or the what's that stuff that comes from the cactuses?
Peyote.
Peyote. Yeah.
Peyote.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
Yeah,
try
you could do
that
some
one.
peyote. That's what made that guy. That's what made that guy in
Young
Young
Guns.
Guns see
Yeah.
chickens everywhere. They did that peyote because they were on that journey, that
Ever since I
mystical
saw
journey.
that when
and
I
he
was a
started-
kid, I was like, dude, I want to go on a peyote journey. They
DM
can't be just assholes. They're in the
DM
spirit world.
DMT. Have anybody done DMT? That shit's wild.
I ain't gonna. No, I'm scared of that.
It's wild.
Is
Yeah.
it you done DMT?
I don't have any.
No, I said you
It-
did. I
Oh.
didn't ask you if you had.
Yeah,
You done it.
yeah.
Back in the truck.
So
I've
what,
done
what
it.
what's your purpose on what? So what?
Yeah, hold
so
on.
your-
Let's
your
talk about
DMT 's
DMT. I'm
Yeah.
curious about DMT. Let's hear about it.
It's. I don't. Well, I mean, I don't. I'm in the psychedelics.
Yeah.
right? So you're. I thought I was very experienced when it came to psychedelics, as far as doing mushrooms and LSD and things of that nature, right?
Mhm.
And I did a lot of homework before I did DMT because I really wanted to know what I was getting into. No amount of studying is going to prepare you for that, man.
From what I hear, it's not like a high at all. It's like a real spiritual experience.
Yes,
that
sir.
just-
Yes, sir.
As soon
Yes.
as you take that second or third hit or whatever, it just boop.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of interviews where people describe it.
it's bananas, man. It's like a roller coaster trip. 1 minute, like I mean, it's 0 to in the snap of a finger, dude. You're like
All of reality
everything.
goes away.
Yeah, and you're receiving so much information at one time. It all makes sense at the time, but when you get back, none of it makes sense because you were information overload.
Who are you receiving information from? Just from the experience itself?
From the experience itself, from the
universe.
the universe. That when I say I think I saw what I think it was God, and I think God's a female.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
Did you
It makes sense.
see a lot of
the
people
weather.
report a
They
lot
talk
of
about elves.
a lot of people report the elves or clockwork elves or whatever.
Yeah, so there is a lot of clockwork and a lot of like the best way I can describe it is that the Transformer movies. Have you seen the Transformer movies? Any of you guys?
I've tried hard not to, but yeah.
Okay, well, the scenes where they show them changing, you know how they show everything just kind of going.
Yeah.
That's kind of what everything kind of engulfs you in that. It
Right.
starts on your peripheral vision. You see like motion out here, and you're not really sure what it is, but it starts to take up more and more and more of your vision. By the time it gets to like 70%, where you're seeing everything except for what's here in the middle is not. It's it's bananas, dude. It's
Yeah. That's what I've heard, man. I'm scared. I don't want to. The only thing that appeals to me about DMT is that it's over pretty quick.
yeah. So the whole thing lasts, maybe like 5 minutes or so, 7 minutes. Like it feels like you're gone eons. I mean, it feels like fucking lifetimes, dude.
Right.
And
like you come back
you're-
feeling like you're older and wiser.
Yeah, it's weird. It feels like you've been gone for fucking centuries and centuries and centuries. You're only gone for about 3 or 4 minutes.
So
Yeah, maybe-
that's DMT.
DMT. Now I'd like to do ayahuasca, which is I guess like the tea version of that. They drink it in the ceremony, and because there's 2 vines that grow in Peru, I guess, in South America, that they make this tea out of, and they do ceremonies, and it's like DMT, but it lasts 6 to
Do
8
you want to
hours.
do that for real?
Yeah.
I can put you in contact with some people in Texas that take veterans and do that with you for
Yeah.
therapeutic purposes.
Yep.
go
Ayahuasca
for
is
free.
big, dude, and I would love to do it.
So
I met a guy at
LSD.
the mothership that we did a comedy fundraiser at the mothership for this group, and I was asking them in the green room, like, so what do y'all do? And they're like, well, we use psychedelics to treat PTSD. I was like, tell me more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
it's good.
psychedelics. I've always liked mushrooms. I've never done
Yeah.
anything
And
else
mushrooms
really.
are great. Mushrooms are great.
Salvia.
Microdosing mushrooms are good. It's good for it's been proven to help people with
Oh yeah,
PTSD and
dude, I feel
anxiety,
great for a
trauma,
week
shit.
afterwards.
Yeah, it's real good. It's very therapeutic.
Yeah,
I
it's
like them on my
definitely
pizza.
like an antidepressant.
Now, if you take them like I do, you take heroic doses. Now you're just being crazy. That's
I did that last time I was in Las Vegas.
a heroic dose. Yeah,
Mhm.
they don't. It's
It got weird.
it's-
It got
It
really
gets
weird.
very weird. Yes, sir. It gets
Really
weird
weird.
quick.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to jump in on that real quick because,
Sure.
I actually had a really good experience with ayahuasca, and I don't talk about it a lot, because it's kind of a taboo subject, and even though it's not in my book, it still is, I guess, because I'm kind of old school in that sense, but my wife, one of the groups that she volunteers with is they help facilitate getting veterans into ayahuasca ceremonies because I remember I was struggling after my dad passed away. My dad was a Vietnam veteran, and anyway, man, I hit the bottle really hard. That's my go-to. And it's like I told you, I had to fight really hard earlier, to get off meds and medications and stuff like that. Well, it's kind of twofold, because for veterans, a lot of people self-medicate with alcohol, and if you're using medication on top of that, I mean, you're naturally, whether you want to admit it or not, you're abusing your meds because you're not supposed to be drinking with your meds, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I was kind of double dipping, and I was really hurting myself behind it. My stomach got all tore up. I just wasn't in a real good place, and my wife, she kept saying, she said, "Well, I heard of a lot of veterans getting into ayahuasca or mushroom ceremonies or something," and I didn't have an interest for the simple fact that in my house when I was growing up, there were a lot of drugs and alcohol, and I just now it's not something that I do, unless it's going to be for fun or there's a purpose.
Mhm.
And so I really did this work on this ayahuasca ceremony, and it changed my life. I mean, this is no joke. I mean, it was like all I really needed was the one session, and I went in, and I remember talking to a couple of guys before I went in, and they said, "How much do you want?" And I said, "How much can I get?" And they filled her up, and I hit it, and it was just like you're talking about. But with the ayahuasca, it was kind of a gradual, and then all of a sudden, it's like this cascading waterfall, and I'm a Christian, so it made me feel a little taboo about it. But recently, I went to school for religious studies, and a lot of people feel like you do see the face of God, or you're experiencing some kind of divine interaction,
Mhm.
and whether that's true or not, it is a beautiful experience. And like I said, I did the work. They gave us the worksheets. It's not like you're just going to do drugs for the weekend. I mean, it's a ceremony. There's this Native American thing behind it, and after I learned a little bit more about religions of the world, I didn't feel like it was so taboo. But I
Boom.
can tell you this, when I left that ceremony, the very next day, I felt perfect. I mean, it was like, I felt like I really had my life under control, and I didn't crave alcohol. I didn't even want alcohol. And I quit drinking for a long time. And I was like, you know what? I don't need it, don't want it. And I just started living, man. And it was so cool. But, I never really did feel like I needed to go back because I got so much out of that. And even
Yeah.
now, in a year or so, I feel amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, that's kind of what ayahuasca is, or what it's supposed to be. I think is like a one-time experience. It's not something you need to do all the time.
Yeah.
Same. I would
Well,
think same with DMT. Although I know some people are like just cosmonauts. Just doing DMT every day. Is that you? You're the kind of
We're
guy
on
that's like,
DMT
oh, we're
right
going
now.
to Disney World. Well, better be on acid at least. Right?
Yeah. It's like, where are we going? Oh man, I gotta take acid before we go to do drugs. Let's go.
Adrian's favorite thing to do is to take a dose of DMT, then listen to some DMX.
Yeah. And then
I'm
slide
about
into some
to lose my
DMs.
mind open.
You like to take that DMT and then you listen to that what's that song from DMX? Damien. It
Shit.
just changes your whole mood.
Yeah, but to touch on what you were saying, Shiloh, I agree. I'm a Christian too, so it's like I'm very conflicted about what I not conflicted, but I worry a lot about what I dabble in because I know that the Bible says we need to test all spirits, and I feel like it's a spiritual experience, even with mushrooms. For me, there's a very spiritual feeling,
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and it's like this, man. I got a lot of beautiful experience, but so I wanted to change the subject just for 1 minute, if we
Sure.
could, because there's a question that popped up as we've been having all these talks. So I wanted to ask you. You asked what the favorite military movie was earlier for Adrian,
Yeah,
but I was going to ask you: do you consider Red Dawn a military movie?
Oh, yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, I guess,
absolutely.
I guess you would have
Yeah.
to, right?
I know, man. That was like one of my favorites. And I'm talking about the original with Patrick
Yeah,
Swayze.
Yes.
Was
Who was the other guys? Was that Charlie Sheen too? Was he in that?
I think it was.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
sure.
Charlie Sheen was in there.
Yeah, he was the best friend. He was the
Yeah.
number 2 guy.
Great movie, dude. And I was a kid when I saw it. It was not only was it like an adventure movie and a war movie, but it was a scary movie to me.
Yeah.
Because the concept of it was just like, as a kid, I was like, what if somebody came and just started parachuting in and just started rounding people
They
up?
came from Mexico on that one, right? In the original one, they came from Mexico.
They did what?
They came from Mexico. Or they came through Mexico in the original one.
I don't remember how they got in originally.
He says soon it's going to be a documentary. No shit.
Right?
I know the second one was North Korea.
Yeah,
thought-
yeah.
I thought it was through. I thought it was. We got invaded by Russians, didn't we?
Yeah, it was Russians, but I think they came through Mexico.
Oh, they
if I
came through
remember correctly.
Mexico.
I
Yeah,
think
see, that
so.
should have been our first clue that it was a fake movie, dude. Russians coming from Mexico, get out of here.
Right. Why would they do that?
Fucking yeah, that ain't Pablo and fucking Juanito, dude. That's so fucking I don't know. I don't know any fucking Russian names.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening down there.
Good guy.
I don't want to go down that road. Dude, fuck that.
Mike's. Yeah. Oh,
What
it's funny. Well, we're talking. Again, I'm kind of getting off subject here, but we were talking about earlier. Mike, I don't know what the fuck Mike's doing, but it made me laugh because we mentioned earlier how Mike's Mexican, can't speak Spanish, and
Yeah.
you were asking if I was Mexican. Well, the group that we're in, the Comedy Compadres, or I guess that I was a part of at one point. Everybody in the fucking group looked Hispanic except for me, and I was the only one that spoke Spanish. Dude, what the fuck was that about? You know what I mean?
That's where I was getting. I was going to ask you if you do. You do
Yeah.
speak Spanish.
Yeah, I'm fully bilingual since I was like 2.
Did your parents taught it to you?
Yeah. But I still
His
got
parents
the
look nothing like he does.
I still got the theory that they sent me home with the wrong family. Like my family.
His parents look Mexican. They're dark skinned, everything. They don't look nothing like him.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that they just sent me home with the wrong family.
Nah.
Right now,
I've known enough Mexicans. I've been friends with. I know how this works. Just like in every, it's like there's a güero every now and then.
Yeah.
Just for some reason they'll have a fucking white baby with blue eyes sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I had a
Adrian's
friend
our version of
Remember Chris De La Torre?
Yeah.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike remembers. We went to school with him.
My senior drill
Adrian's
instructor
our version of
was
a Mexican version of an albino. That's what happens when we have an albino child. They come out with red hair and white skin.
oh, Adrian is.
Yeah, he's a Mexican albino is what he is.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Uh-huh.
And Adrian, I didn't catch it earlier, but did you serve in the military?
Yes, I was a 92
Oh,
Mike.
good
Me
IRL.
and so
He and
I-
Mike joined together.
Yeah, we joined together. We went to high school
We went to
together.
boot camp
known each other
together.
for 30-something years.
We went to
Okay.
junior high together, high school together. We joined the army together. Then we got separated.
Yeah.
And you're not engaged yet? Damn.
No.
Yep.
When we
They
you know,
lost their
it's funny,
virginity together.
Mike, it's finally out.
That was
buddy.
a story we were going to share next time.
After
Yeah.
20-something years, dude, the truth is finally out, buddy.
I know you can finally breathe. You can finally quit being angry. You don't
Yeah,
need all
you
the
guys
DMT
can be
anymore.
yourselves
You
now.
just have to come out of the closet.
Yep.
Yeah, that's clearly a long and healthy relationship that most people can say that they've never had.
Yeah.
Just so you know,
The
I mean,
funniest part
seriously.
is it actually looks like Adrian's in a closet right now. That's the funniest part.
Right?
handle's broken. I'm trying to get out. Hold on.
Just you and R.
Liar.
Kelly.
He
in
made
there.
himself. He made himself a nice home in that closet. He don't want to come out. He wants to stay in that closet.
No, my Christmas present's in here.
His
with me.
eyes tell everything. You look at his eyes. It's like I don't want to come out of the closet. I'm ashamed, but I like it.
Right. Put in there sometimes. Good times.
Yeah, I was a 92 Mike Shiloh. I was stationed in Fort Lee. I did autopsies.
Oh man,
You
thank
did
you so much.
autopsies?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, mortuary affairs, dude.
Damn.
And I actually picked that MOS.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that part.
Yeah, dude, there's something wrong with me, bro. We already established that. I'm off my rocker, man.
Mortuary. My dad was a mortuary, a mortician's assistant at one point.
Yeah. Okay.
For some reason, I think he was just curious about it. He wanted to go in there and learn shit.
Yeah, man, it's really cool, man. It was a really cool field. I learned a bunch of cool shit. I've seen some messed up shit, but at the same time, like I learned a bunch of cool shit too, though.
One of my friends, he was a
wouldn't really
mortician.
do it.
He ended up writing a book, and the title of it was "And Then I Cried," and he talked about having to
Justin.
get all that stuff ready coming back from.
You talking about Justin? And then
again?
what's his name? Justin, I think.
Oh yeah, dude. What?
I know him. I know him. I know him from the AFW2 program, Air Force Wounded Warriors. I did my combat to comedy thing with him.
Oh, okay.
Adrian,
Justin
you
Jordan.
need to write a book.
Is it Justin Jordan? I think.
I should write a book.
Yes.
That
I've
sounds
seen,
nice.
I've seen some.
You can write
I
a
got
book,
some-
Adrian. You can write
Yeah.
a book, and the title would be "After the Smoke Clears."
Well, it's gonna be a while before I can get that book, dude. I don't know when that smoke's gonna clear, brother.
You got a
That's
lot
a
of
good-
research.
Hey,
in this
wait a
book.
minute. I just thought of a good. That's a good question. Let's go around and do that with everybody. So
Oh shit.
if Adrian wrote a book, it would be called what?
After the smoke clears.
After the smoke clears. If Shiloh wrote a book, even though you did write a book, what would it be called? And you can't say after the smoke clears, even though that's perfect for Shiloh.
Yeah. Okay. I
That
don't
would
know.
be perfect for a book for you. That's a perfect title.
Yeah, I should be writing my other book. I should be writing my next book. But I have this writer's block. I'm like, man, I can only talk shit because I haven't really done anything productive, I don't think. I mean, I think I have, but I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I don't know. I keep
need to
thinking
read your book. I'm ashamed to say I haven't read your book yet.
Oh man.
So my grandfather picked up Shiloh's book when he went to Victoria, and he's down near halfway through the book, and he's like, every time he talks to me about it, he's like, "Mijo, that book was really good. It's very touching. It really."
My mom
So he
too.
really
My mom's
really
reading it
enjoys
right
the
now.
book. He reads it consistently. So
That's cool.
I'm waiting for Shiloh to give me my book that he promised me like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Every time he sees me, "You ain't got my book yet? I'm gonna give you a copy." I'm like, "Okay, I'm still waiting, Shiloh. I'm just saying, I'm still waiting on that copy. I'll read it as soon as I get that copy."
Really?
I'm waiting for him to see me on the next show that we do together. That way he can be like, "I didn't get you a book yet, man. I'll get you one."
All right, so we got 2 book titles. We got 2 book titles to go. What about Eric's book and Mike's book?
What I want to know is like, well, first of all, let's see. What should Mike write a book about? That's what I want to know. What should you write a book about? What could you write a book about?
Sex. When pigs fuck. That would be my book. When pigs fuck.
You got a book about some of his stories on
Oinkers
stage.
and boinkers.
Fat sex for dummies.
Mhm. It'd be a picture book.
The ins and outs of
Pop-up book.
It'd be pop up. Yeah, little.
The new version of Kama Sutra, yes.
There you go. There you go. Oh wow, I didn't know fucking paper could fold like that.
Kama Sutra for fat people. There you go.
I didn't know paper could bend like that. What the hell?
It's instead of 101 positions, it'd be 0 and 1 positions. Like, wait a minute, you missed the number. No, that's only it. When you're
That's
fat, you
it.
got 1 position. That's it.
dude, in your pop-up book, you got to have one page where you push down on your belly and the dick pops
Pops
out.
up.
Yeah. Keep doing that, and it's all. That's perfect.
You know how many people have come up to me after the show and been like trying to push on my belly to see if
Nuh-uh.
it fucking works?
I
Or
believe
they'll
you.
come up to me and they'll come up to me and they'll start doing the damn you know
Swing the
the
dick, the swinging
the
dick
swinging the
thing.
dick. Yeah, they do the swing dick all the time. Like they like, dude, swing it. I'm like, I'm wondering if I've ever inspired anybody to actually go and do that at the bathroom, like just try to swing and see if they can catch it.
You
Just
might have
out of
helped somebody.
curiosity.
Yeah.
Never know.
Somebody with new weight. They-
That's right.
Yeah,
Hey,
they had
like,
to,
you know
yeah,
what? We can
that's
make this
right. He's
happen.
none the wiser. He's none the wiser. Nobody told him. He didn't get
Hell
cliff
no.
notes on it. You know,
Yeah, I learned by trial and error.
that's
Right on.
information that's information that could be handed down generation to generation, dude.
It would be in a book, right?
Yeah, like you
No, but
teach your kids
seriously,
how to
if I
hunt,
ever
how to
wrote a book,
fish,
I
and
don't
how to
know. I want to
fucking
write a book on
how to grab
parenting.
that dang that wang.
That's what I want to do. I want to write a book on parenting.
That's what I was going to suggest for you. 'Cause you've given me a bunch of really good parental parenting advice.
Despite my comedy, besides my comedy side, Adrian, I'm actually a really good father.
Oh, okay, Mark. Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna
Maybe.
go there, buddy. I'm not gonna go there.
Dude, a
Maybe. I
parenting book
might be.
written by a comedian. I think George
Yeah.
Carlin did that a long time ago at one point. But
Really?
man, there needs to be more of that.
I think
That would
so.
people would love to read that.
I think they would.
Because you'd have some funny stuff in there just because of your sense of humor.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the best for last. What about Eric? What's Eric's book gonna be about?
It's going to be called Coming Out of the Closet. So-
Well, hey guys, I
man,
just
I
had
don't know.
so we're still doing the
It'll be we'll call it the name. The title would be Holy Funny.
Holy funny,
Holy Funny.
holy funny.
Yeah. Comedy coming out of a Christian comedy or something
But
like
can
that.
we spell
It's like-
holy like WHOLLY?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's a risque comedy from a Christian comedian. I don't know.
Hmm.
How do you stay politically and religiously correct?
I got to
Cup
show
check.
this.
Oh yeah, there you
comment.
go, Cup Check, Oliver. That's a
Cup
good
check.
one.
Yeah. I used to do a joke about cup check. I still do. Yeah, ball tap. I'll tell the
So you
story
still
about
do?
ball tap and how we used to hit each other in the nuts. I used to do that like when I was a younger comedian and I only had 10 minutes. So that would be like half of my act, So then afterwards, tons of times people try to hit me in the balls and did hit me in the balls a couple of times. Just because they think it's cool. Like, hey, remember you were talking about? I'm like, yeah, that doesn't mean come fucking
Yeah,
Give me
that's
the
not
nuts,
that's
dude.
not an invite to come tap me on the balls, man.
yeah, bro. I just
Unless
sat
you
around
like
for
that
3
kind of
hours
stuff,
so I
then
could
it's
do
like
10
it's
minutes.
acceptable.
Huh?
Hey man, I just had some family show up. I'm gonna jump off. Hey, I want to go and do the holiday thing. We're just now getting to it.
All right, brother. Tell
Do
everybody.
the air quotes
hi.
again, Shiloh?
Happy New Year. Love you guys.
We'll see you
Do
next
the-
week.
do the air quotes
Wednesday
one more
at
time?
7.
Good to meet you, big guy.
Boy.
All right. There he goes.
Well, shit. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and duck out of here too. All right, we're hitting that hour now, or what?
Yeah, we're right at an hour. That could
Are
be
y'all
enough
gonna
for
keep
tonight.
you're gonna keep rolling for a minute?
I don't know. We can wrap it up. I hear my
This
kids
is
up
Eric.
there. They
This
need to
is
be yelled
Eric's.
at.
This is Eric's area expertise. Going as long as he can for as long, go as much as he can for as long as he
Do as
can.
many minutes
Never
as
knows
you
when to
can.
stop.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We're still, we're still feeling it out on this podcast thing. I am, anyways. I'm not sure what's the best length to make it. An hour is good tonight, I think.
Okay.
We've done like 2+ hours before, though, right?
No shit. Well, fuck. Don't let me get in the way.
I don't know. I think we covered everything. You guys good?
Adrian's getting the note from his producers on the side there telling him to cut feed now.
Oh, yeah.
Adrian,
No,
you've exceeded your time limit. Cut feed. Cut feed.
My Christmas presents.
He's like, that
require-
question is off limits.
Actually, I want to give my Christmas present my attention. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay. I don't know
Keep
what
in mind,
that
he's
means.
still in the
but-
closet.
all right. So he's got that weird horny look in his eye. We'll let
Right?
him go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I don't like the way he's
fucked
looking
up-
into the camera right now. All right, Adrian.
Motherfuckers.
See you later, man.
Later, Adrian.
That's
He's
cool. I
only
didn't
gonna come
know.
downstairs here in a minute.
How long is he going to be in town or in Texas?
Friday till Friday. He's doing a show Friday night at the VFW in Pearland.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so he'll be at the VFW in Pearland this Friday. He
Nice.
should have plugged it while he was on here, but his
We'll do
brain
it
was
for
filled
him.
with horniness, I guess.
We'll do it for him. If you're in the Houston area, he's going to be performing at the VFW in Pearland.
Yeah,
Pearland's the Houston area, isn't it? I would call it that.
it's southeast. It's southeast Houston, but yeah, Pearland. What is that? VFW 40. We done it a bunch of times.
Yeah. I don't remember the number of it. You know what's funny? It's like he's in the green room and he hasn't turned it off all the way. I could still
You
see
better
it.
hope he turns it off
Yeah,
because
he's
you don't
like,
want to see
"What?"
what he's about.
He just turned it off.
Just bring him back to the studio.
I was about to throw him back in because he's just like walking around talking to somebody. I couldn't hear him, but I could see him down there. Well, all right, man. I'm gonna go fuss at my kids. Not really. They've been so good lately.
I mean, that's what happens when you get them a gift like that. They're going to be good for a while. So he's going to be it's going to be the 29th of December. The show starts at 8 p.m. It's at the Pearland VFW post 7109.
Awesome.
So that's where you can catch Adrian this Friday. Since he couldn't plug himself, I'll plug him for him since he forgot. He's focused on plugging other stuff right now.
You're a good friend.
So when's our next show? How about that? I was,
Oh,
curious.
okay. Yeah, we should mention that at least, huh?
Yeah, it would be nice.
All right, let me pull this up right here. We got January. January 13th in San Antonio at Artisan. This thing right behind me. This is part of the flyer.
Behind you the whole time. You got to duck out of it.
Yeah, let me just do that. Look at that. Yeah, it's
There you go.
September or Saturday, January 13th at 7:30 p.m. at Artisan Distillery and Craft Bar. Tickets are $20. We'll just be doing $20 at the door. But this is a small place. It only seats about 50. So if you want to make sure to get your seats, I would suggest getting them on pre-sale. You can do that on Eventbrite. And if you can't find that link, just hit me up. I'll send it to you.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to sell out pretty quick. So I definitely would
Yep.
suggest doing that.
Yep, they're going already.
That's the thing I love about our show. It's so professional. You can see and tell that we put so much love and dedication and planning
Bro,
into every one of our
yeah, you're not going to find that on any other streaming
nowhere
show.
else.
No.
Not this kind of dedication. Not this kind of fucking pre-planned.
It's going to be our commercial. Are you tired of seamless, greatly edited? Are you tired of
Are you tired of podcasts that make sense and have a schedule? Are you tired of those boring podcasts where they actually, research what they talk about? Then come on over to Article 15 Comedy.
Do you have ADHD and you've had 5 cups of coffee today? We've got the show for you, right? Speaking of ADHD, I'm on medicine, dude. I told you I was working on it.
Yeah, I remember you told me. How's that working out for you?
Today has been pretty smooth. Today's like day 5 on it, and it takes a couple of weeks to regulate, I guess.
It usually takes about a month, they say.
Oh man, it was like crack, dude. Like, I've never done crack. What have I done? I don't know, but I never done crack or meth, but that's what I imagine it was like, Yeah, it was too much at first, but it's like starting to, I didn't feel anything today.
Is it helping you focus though?
Yeah, the first couple of days I was focusing on everything. Like I cleaned the house. I was scrubbing not scrubbing, but like I swept and mopped the whole house. I rearranged my side of the bed. I installed a a thing on the wall so I can plug in my phone right next to the bed. Like I did all kinds of stuff.
Like shit that you've been planning to do for years. Like your
Yeah.
to-do list for like the last year and a half. You just knocked it out in 2 days. You're like, God, doing
Yep.
everything.
Yeah,
That's
so I'll
crazy. I
let
need
you
to
know
get
how
some of
that's going. But today's going pretty good.
Man, I'm happy for you, bro. That's That's always a good thing to, when you can. I mean, there's such a stigma on mental health that people just don't want to find out that they have something and seek the help for it because it's like such a taboo thing. Like, oh, well, there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with anybody, but just that identifying where you have potential for help and stuff like that and acknowledging it's a
Yeah.
great thing.
Something
Helps you
needed to
get
happen.
better. Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah,
happy
so we
for
got
you, man.
January 13th and February, or January 13th. We have San Antonio, January 13th. Yeah, wow.
Right. Cool.
February, I'm not seeing much. Marble Falls. What is that?
Maybe we should have this conversation in the green room.
Now, this is a personal gig of mine that I'm doing with Jesse
This
Pate.
this is where it goes into the whole preparedness and thing. Like, yeah, we'll figure out our schedule online.
February 14th, Valentine's Day. I'll be in Marble Falls at Putters and Gutters with Jesse Payton.
Nice.
Showtime is at 7 p.m. on that. And then, but also February 23rd or 24th, we're supposed to be doing that show with Helicopters for Heroes.
Nice.
That's still a go as far as I know. So, and that would be with Steve Trevino.
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
April. We don't. No, I just booked one for May, didn't I?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. We should have this conversation.
Yeah, this is a conversation later.
We're doing Magnolia VFW the 25th of May. We do know that one.
Nice.
But I've got Upstage Comedy, to answer your question earlier from before we went on, May 4th, Saturday.
No, that's
May
right.
4th.
That's right. May the 4th be with you.
Yep.
That's right. That's right. Star Wars Day.
That's right. All right, man. Let's wrap it up. Let's get out of here, bro. I'm starting to. The wheels are coming off.
Yeah, the wheels are coming off.
All right,
take
man.
care.
I'll see you next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here.
Wednesday, 7 p.m. Later.
All right. There we go.
I got in trouble the first morning of boot camp, the first wake up. I was the first recruit in trouble. He was mad because I had a boner. Took him right out of his little prepared speech. He's coming down the line like, today is day one of Marine Corps boot camp. Today we will begin to instill in you a sense of... What the fuck is this right here?